The 2026 Western Conference Finals has been an amazing watch so far. From Shea's shiftiness, somehow paired with elevated playmaking ability, to Wemby's unstoppable height on both ends of the floor. However, you wouldn't think so if you were watching the game through Instagram and Twitter. A constant stream of hate for the Thunder, the NBA's reigning champions, and an abundance of love for the NBA's brand new shiny toy, the Spurs. There is just an unlimited amount of posts and comments that you can see on the internet right now talking about how Shea and the Thunder have ruined watching the NBA. How Shea's flopping is making it unwatchable somehow. I will admit, Shea actually does sell fouls. When I was looking through all the footage, I actually turned a new leaf and I actually hate Shea for this. Like, could you imagine a former MVP doing the exact same thing?
Well, what do we got here? Okay, well, that's a bad angle. So, well, okay, two flops. Damn, 2 in 1 game. Okay, yeah.
Okay, well, that's Nikola Jokic. Like, he's obviously gonna flop. Could you imagine if King James did that?
Come on, man. Don't tell me LeBron flop. Oh, he didn't even touch him. Damn, throwing his head back.
Those are the two poster boys for the soft NBA that it is today. Like, could you imagine if Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality, did something like that?
No, don't tell me the Bean did it. Not Kobe Bean Bryant. He flailed his arms on a jump shot. Who would have thought that the Mamba would do something like that? I mean, but that's a one-off thing. It's not like he does that very often. Like, you can't find another. He used the force on him. Okay, well, flailing his arms on a jump shot?
Well, Mamba's really only a copy of Jordan, who's really the real GOAT. He would never flop.
I'm dropping the bit here for a second. Look at these flops, but Jordan is not the GOAT. I think LeBron is the GOAT. I will say I never actually watched Michael Jordan because I was like -10, but yeah.
Okay, but the opponents that the Thunder are playing, they're ethical hoopers. Like, they don't do that shit.
The sarcastic bit is done here, but you can look at these Wemby flops real quick while I just say that everybody flops in the NBA. And a real egregious flop is when you get hit and then a part of the body that didn't get hit is like thrown back. Like this right here. Jared McCain is my size. He hits him in the chest and Wemby throws his entire head back. That's a textbook flop. You see where I'm going with this. We've established that flopping is done by every single player, especially star players in the NBA. There's even a clip that just came out of Mike Breen, one of the greatest commentators of all time, talking about it.
Now, does he sell calls sometimes? Absolutely, but so do 287 other players in the NBA sell calls. And quite frankly, it's a strategy to win. And also the interesting thing too, when they were a championship contender, he was doing the same thing and nobody was complaining about it. They're complaining now because they're winning and they're beating teams.
The same people will turn around and say, well, the Thunder are just playing too rough. They're playing dirty. Like, we wanted basketball like the 2000s, but not like this.
Hey guys, Editor Jackson back here. Smack Shea right in the face. I mean, these are hard fouls. And I'm not saying the Thunder don't do hard fouls. I don't have very many clips of it in here. But the whole point is to broaden your horizons to understand that both of these teams are fouling hard as shit. I mean, these are all real fouls, whether they're called or not. These are all physical play. I mean, that's bad. That is bad.
Rainbow face.
He gets hit in the chest and goes to grab his face. And he has to lower his hand because it's not his face.
Stephon Castle is fouling Shea every single time he has the ball.
These aren't just Stephon Castle, but these pics have been floating around on the internet where this is what Shea has to deal with as he's dribbling. And Alex Caruso, because he's actually the best basketball player in this game.
But if you watch the games, you see he's slapping the shit out of his arms, double tapping him like he's playing World at War Zombies, going down after 2 hits. 1 second. Listen, I got a PhD in flopping. But Jackson, what about the free throws? Talk about the free throws. We hate that Shea's taking all these free throws. That's ruining the game. It's ruining the NBA. It's unwatchable at this point, the amount of free throws that Shea is getting. Despite what most people think, play styles actually do affect the way that you get fouls drawn. Superstars are going to get fouls. That is obvious. That's a no-brainer. They've been doing it since the dawn of the NBA. It's been happening. But the way that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays basketball affects how he draws these fouls. Shai has drawn a lot of fouls and a lot of free throws this series. There's no denying that. But Shai also drives the most in the NBA. During the regular season, he was the 99th percentile for drives per game. He drives practically the most in the NBA. Definitely the most by a guard. So he's going to draw fouls. The most common place to draw a foul is while you're driving into the paint. Shai does this at an exceptionally high level, but he also can stop on a dime in the mid-range. It's insane the shiftiness that he has in his bag. When he does that, he draws fouls on the jump shots as well because players need to compensate for losing that step. They jump into him to contest and they foul. We'll go over that again in a second. Blaming the Oklahoma City Thunder for drawing fouls against an aggressive defensive Spurs team doesn't even make any sense. If you think the Thunder are ruining the game because they have too many free throws, that argument doesn't even make sense. According to Basketball Reference, the Spurs average more free throws per field goal attempt than the Thunder do this series. This series, the one that's going on right now, the Spurs, the ethical basketball team, averaged more free throws per field goal attempt than the Thunder. You want to talk about ruining the sport because you're taking too many free throws? You can argue a lot of things that the Thunder don't do very well or you don't like about the Thunder. But because they're taking too many free throws and then your example of ethical hoops are the Spurs, that's inherently wrong. You can look past all these obviously misled narratives that the media is driving, but the main subject that's going on right now is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's antics. First and foremost, this guy is an amazing basketball player. I mean, he was one of the best offensive players in the league last year, but he also was a net positive on defense. This year, the one thing that people said that maybe he could do better was playmaking, and he's averaging 9.8 assists this series. Just under a double-double. I mean, seriously, the Spurs can find every counter they can to stop his scoring, and he still will dish out 12 assists. And then the only thing you will hear from Bleacher Report and from Barstool and all these outlets is how much he falls. I mean, someone literally took the time out of their day to calculate how many times he falls per shot. I hadn't even taken time out of my day to really look at this chart, but on the non-fouled and on the all shots, it's marginal percentages. And on the fouled shots, he's falling because he is getting fouled. He drives more than any of these other players on this chart, so he will fall more when he gets fouled because he's driving. Again, this is pushing a misled, construed narrative. Yes, he falls down a lot. Look, I got a script here. I have a script here. How is someone falling down ruining your basketball viewing experience? Think about it, logic. How is somebody falling down after a jump shot ruining your basketball viewing experience? That doesn't make any sense. Everything that has led up to that shot was still basketball. And okay, people will say, I'll get back onto the script here, right? People will say he's got the most falls per playoffs, you know. Every time he takes a jump shot, he's falling. He's falling during this, he falls during that, he falls during layups. Watch those calls, man. He's getting fouled. He is getting fouled. I'm going to try to find the clip of De'Aaron Fox closing out on him that everybody wants to post right now. It's like, holy shit, Shai's a flopper. He hardly touched him. De'Aaron Fox put his knee into both feet of Shai. Shai knows now that there is a player right under his landing spot, right? Whether or not you think that call was soft, it doesn't matter. It was a foul. he got into his landing zone. Now Shea, in midair, has to think about the fact that he has someone right under his landing zone. Do you think he has time to look down and see where he's going to plant his feet? No. He's going to land softly, let his feet hit the ground, and fall onto the ground. Whether or not you think these are fouls, they are. He's 6'6". He's taking fadeaway mid-range jump shots. The only way you can stop them is if you can contest, because he will make them if you don't contest. And when you do contest, if you get into his landing zone, he's going to fall gracefully. Because you know what happens when he doesn't do that? You know what happens when he lands flat-footed? He lands on someone's foot, he snaps his ankle, and then he misses the entire rest of the playoffs and next season. If you don't believe me that taking a step back jumper and having someone land in your landing zone is dangerous, look at Kawhi Leonard. Look at Kawhi Leonard. So I'm here with my doctor friend. Doctor friend, introduce yourself. What is your name?
Not a doctor, med student. I'm Tebediah Devo. Hi.
So I'm here with my boy nurse friend, and we're going to ask him a couple questions about the state of the health in the NBA right now. Are you ready?
Again, not a doctor. I will offer what I can.
He's a doctor. Is this good for the ankle?
Clearly not. No. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not good.
Thank you for your time.
Seriously?
Doors that way.
30 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's like a bit. Like, I only need you for a second.
I'm serious?
I mean, what do you want me to say? No, April Fool? I mean, it's May. Thank you, boy nurse Temedeo, for explaining that snapping your ankle isn't a good thing. I would guarantee that Kawhi Leonard would trade off falling down and looking silly every once in a while over snapping his ankle. He landed on his foot, he snapped his ankle, he missed the rest of the playoffs, and he played 9 games next season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander falls gracefully like that every time he takes the jump shot because he's up 2 feet in the air. He's up 2 feet in the air, and what is he, 190 pounds? 200 pounds landing all on an ankle that is bending the way it shouldn't be bending. That's not a good thing. He's falling great. These aren't flops. He's not flopping. Flopping is when you get hit in the chest and you throw your head back, like the Spurs do. This guy is falling gracefully so he doesn't hurt himself. If that ruins your viewing experience for 48 minutes of game time, I genuinely do not think you enjoy watching basketball. I think a lot of these people that claim that Shai is ruining the sport haven't been watching for a while now. They don't actually watch Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because if they did, they would watch one of the greatest offensive peaks that we've ever seen. I mean, this guy can score from anywhere. I'm going to get back on track here and finish up with a quote that I love. Jay-Z once said, "Socrates said, whose bias do y'all seek?" I want you guys to go into this series and the next series and just basketball in general with kind of an open-mindedness of the sport. Are you going into these games looking for Shai to fall? Are you watching a 48-minute game for a 30-second satisfaction of someone falling onto the ground? I don't think you're watching the sport for the right reason then. This playoff series is insane. It is so much fun to watch. It's the 2 best teams in basketball right now, sorry New York, going head to head, just going at it. And all people care about is this team is flopping, or that team is flopping, or you're playing ethical ball. I leave you with this, right? Get off Twitter.
Get off that street.
Get off Instagram comments. Stop listening to your racist uncle on Facebook talk about how the NBA is ruined. Form your own opinions. Look at the game. Watch the game. Watch it. Don't go into it thinking, I'm going to see Shai flop. Go into it thinking, I'm about to see 2 of the greatest teams we've seen in a minute go head to head. Thank you guys for watching. I got a Substack on the Wizards. Go ahead and check that out. Appreciate you guys. Most of you guys are probably my friends, but if you're watching this late, you're all my friends.